there, everybody. This is Really with Britt and Kisha. And it is a rainy day in Orlando. It's snuggly weather, so we're coming to you in our robes today. And we wanted to talk a little bit about the introvert extrovert dynamic in different aspects of life, of our lives. For instance, we watch movies totally differently. When I'm watching a movie, I think of it as a social occasion, and that's why I love going to the movies. It's like everyone is sharing in the emotion, but Kisha will just sit there and just the whole time. Like, you can always tell if I like a movie
because you're outwardly expressive. Yes,
because I'm outwardly expressive. I'm like, bah! Or like last night we went to see what was it? What They Had.
Yes.
And it was about Alzheimer's. And so then after the movie, I was like, so did you like it? Because she can probably tell when I like things or don't like them because I say it. But sometimes I have to
say it like that. I say it.
I do.
No, you said it there was a affliction on say it.
Because I do and you don't. And then sometimes it's like pulling teeth to get information out of the introvert.
I think I give you information, but I don't give you like the animation behind it that you would like to see.
You laughing on the inside?
Yeah, sometimes.
Amari and I watch movies in a similar fashion. Kisha can't stand the way we watch movies.
I like to focus on the movie. I like to get into the characters, into what's happening. And I'm sitting there analyzing the characters. I'm analyzing the situation, the choices they made. So I have this whole scenario going on in my head about the characters. And I don't think you guys
we
get that deep into it.
Totally do.
Oh. But I can't focus with chatter around me. That's why.
We multitask. So we delve into the characters. And first of all, it drives me crazy when I see someone like on the screen and I'm like, oh, I know them. Where do I know them from? What do I know them from? And I'm like, where do we know them from? Well, that's problem number one. I should never ask her what movie was that actor in or what's the name of that actor. Why?
One reason is because I don't know. I never really know the people's name. Number two, trying to focus on the movie and try to figure out the answer to your question is like taking time away from me to focus on the movie. So it's kind of like, what? What do you want? What? I'm seconds are going by and things are happening and I can't pay attention. What? I can't split my mind like that.
I can do that. I can focus on more than one thing.
And she expects me to be able to do that as well.
But that was helpful that you said that because you've never said that before.
Okay.
I always thought it was just, shh, don't talk about it. Don't talk during the movie. And Amari's like that, like me. We banter back and forth and we add our own commentary like Mystery Science Theater 3000 and we talk back to the screen. And Keisha's like, shut up and watch the movie. We're like, we are. We're so engaged that we
experience the movies totally different. Yes, we do. You and Amari both are going back and forth. And I'm sitting there like, oh my God. Can we just watch the show?
We know that there's a threshold. So we probably have like a 3-strike rule if we talk.
Probably.
And Keisha's like, she'll take a sigh and then we'll be like, and then we'll say something else and we forgot. And even when we're being good, like when we don't say a lot, and then sometimes she'll just get up and go to the room. And we're like, what? We were being quiet. And she's like, no, you weren't. Our version of quiet is totally different than Kisha's. Like, our version of quiet is
whispering.
No.
That's not quiet.
No, our version of quiet is saying 1 out of every 10 things we'd like to say, as opposed to saying everything we want to say. That's our version of
That's
quiet.
a restriction. That's not quiet.
Yeah, like we're restraining ourselves for your benefit.
Because I don't like loud talkers. So I'm not trying to be one of them.
Why'd you marry one?
I'm not around you all the time when you're on the phone, though. So it's okay.
I'm a loud talker in person.
Yeah. And sometimes I like hearing what you're saying. I like your voice. It's different when you like the person's voice. But if you have somebody on the phone and every other word, they're not sounding out the vowels in the word and things just don't sound right, it's just... No. Thank you.
They're not sounding out the vowels.
Mm-mm.
Oh, that's funny. Going out or going to a party or going out with our friends, if we've got events both days, I have to pick and choose because I know this one's not going to be down for all of them. So it's stressful to me sometimes when we have like 4 events. Like I have to be like, okay, which is the most important? I got to prioritize them. And then I figure out how much energy she's going to need for the most important. And then like go from there. There's a science to it. So if there's 2 events on one day and like 2 events on another day, usually I can only pick 2 events out of the 4 because she won't be down. Now I can pick 2 events on one day, or I can pick 1 event on this day and 1 event on that day.
I just want to interject something. This doesn't mean that she's not allowed to go to all of the events. Because I don't want to make it seem
That's
like...
true. It's not about being allowed. It's just that I like her, so I want to take her places, and she doesn't have the energy for all that, being an introvert. So she'll have to plan ahead to have the energy for a certain event. So if she's acting weird before we leave, sometimes you just go into this like rawr energy place.
Oh, what?
You do. It's like a rawr, like don't touch me. Rawr. Spiky energy, like cloud hanging over your head. And I'm like, what is this about? After so many years of, are you okay? Are we okay? Like, are you mad? And she's like, no. And I'm like, well, that doesn't sound like you're not mad. And she's like, I'm trying to prepare myself to be around people. That was a learning experience for me because I'm like, prepare yourself to be around people? Like, that's the best thing ever.
She is like the cyclone in a tornado. Party! Here goes the cyclone. She just winds up and she's so animated. It's adorable and tiring. But that's Britt.
And it took a long time for me to learn that about her. In the beginning, years ago, you would say, you know, how much longer? How much longer are we going to stay? Or she'll ask before we go, how long are we going to be here? And of course, my standard answer is,
Whenever I'm ready.
yeah, I don't know. It depends on the energy. Like, am I having a good time? Am I bored? If I'm bored, I'll want to go earlier. If I'm having a good time and I'm vibing and the conversation is great and it's like, yes, let's do this, then I want to stay forever.
Have we ever been to a party where you wanted to go before me?
Before you?
Yes, I don't think we have.
No.
I don't think so. Yeah.
There have been times when I've been ready when you are.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, okay, let's go. But there's never been a time when I was ready and you weren't. Now she'll just say, where are the keys? That's how I know she's done. Where are the keys? Oh, well, that's Kisha's expiration date. It's come and gone. So she'll take the keys and she'll go and wait in the car, sleep, or be on her phone or whatever until I get ready. I do appreciate that because then she doesn't put any pressure on me as far as, come on, it's time to go. But I wish sometimes that you would stay. But, you know, we can't have it both ways. She can just be like that, like, all the time.
Amazing, isn't it?
It's fascinating. I'm like, what is going on in there? Share it.
It's just absorbing the information. Taking it in and thinking about it. Because a lot of times while you're talking, I'm taking it in and I'm thinking as well. Analyzing what you're saying. I don't just spit it all out and then analyze it afterwards.
That's what I do. So anyway, let us know what you think. If you guys are extroverts, introverts, if you can identify with one or both of us, because we tend to be on the extreme poles of introversion and extroversion. So I think it's a lot easier if you're like more, you know, you're both ambiverts, but we are like huge extremes.
I also find it fascinating that we find each other. Like, we've met other couples who are in the same situation. Like, one partner's way over here in extrovert and the other partner's way over here in introversion. So I think that's fascinating how, without even verbalizing that information, it's almost as if your soul picks up on it. It's like, okay, I need you in my life. I need you in my life.
Like, it's the energy.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the energy of making things whole. Mm-hmm. So, like, together we balance each other because I have this extreme and she has that extreme. So together we're a good balance if we can ever come together on an agreement.
We do come together on agreements. We compromise.
Yeah, but it's taken a long time to get here. It's not been a simple process by any means. It's totally been trial and error and hurt feelings and misunderstandings and miscommunication. And we're still working on communication after 11 years. Sometimes it's like, are we even talking about the same thing? I don't understand how you can have a completely different perspective or perception about something than I do. It's definitely been a journey. I think we're better for it. Stronger.
Mm-hmm.
As we learn each other.
Yes.
More enthusiasm.
Yes.
There you go. All right, until next time, we will see you later. Bye.